Hello ladies. So today is the day. It is prom day in the Sawyer house and we have so much going on. Need to head in here in a little bit to do the whole lineup of nails and then hair and makeup this afternoon. So we have a lot going on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of record the process and share with you guys today. But the first thing I'm going to do, both girls have opted for very subtle, very age-appropriate soft eyes. And so I'm going to do this morning kind of a smoky eye, but I'm going to show you how to do a smoky eye more in the brown tones rather than necessarily silver and gray. I think most time when you do a smoky eye, I'm gonna start with primer. When you do a smoky eye, people kind of attribute it that you're going with grays and silvers, the cool tone. But I'm gonna show you today a smoky eye that can be taken up or down, and because it is very early in the morning and I've got a heck of a day, I'm gonna wear it kind of a softer, but still a smoky eye. So I'm gonna show you the colors we're using. Are you ready for this? These are the colors that I'm going to use today for my smoky eye. And I've got Jealous, Witty, Gingerly, and Gullible. Okay? Now, you might be thinking, why the oranges? But I'm going to show you how you can soften the transition with a little bit of orange undertone, even though I'm wearing a very, very burgundy shirt. So we're going to get right into it, and I'm going to start with Liquid Touch. I'm not going to do the complete Flawless 4 today because I'm not going to do the concealer step. We're going to build a little higher coverage with pure pressed powder. But so I'm going to go in with the straight organza. I think I dropped 6. Yes, I did. And this one is my natural tone as well as shade. Okay, with my tanning and being out in the sun and spring colors, this color is starting to get a little light, so we will warm it up with pressed powders. But I am going to take a little pause and jump to my eyes because we don't want any fallout. Since I'm using the pressed powders, there really shouldn't be any fallout, but we're going to jump to the eyes. So eyebrow time. Okay, so now I'm going to use 2 different pressed powders, but I'm only going to start with my eyes right now. So I'm going to use that lightest organza, which is the same color I did all over my face. And I am just going to mattify my eyelid and set that liquid touch. I could easily be doing this with concealer, but we're going to go, this is such a vivid look that I don't need quite so much definition, but I sure could. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start with my transition shade of Jealous. I'm going to take my blending brush and we are going to stay on the upper brow, and we are just going to start building some colors. This is going to be an example of multi shades creating a multi-dimension look. So we're going in with Jealous. And with the Smokey Eye, we're doing it the whole eye. There's no transition of lighter to darker. It is darker to lighter. Okay, so now this is the one that's probably got you going, what are you doing with that? Where are you going with that, Shanda? So one of the ways to soften a smoky eye is to put a nice neutral orange in there, which allows the transition to be more subtle but lighten it. So I'm just going to take the fluffy crease brush and I'm going in with Witty, and I am staying on the upper, way upper, lighter section. And yes, this is a very vivid color. And we are just doing it super soft, and I'm staying up here. This is what's gonna poke through underneath my smoky eye. Okay, now we're going to go in with Gingerly, and we're gonna start pulling it a little lower. This is a very caramel. We're staying at the bottom side, upper lid, right below crease, and this is a very caramel brown. So as you can see, we are really dimensioned here. We have a nice soft light brown base. We've got our very, very kind of skinny, sun-tanny transition, and then we are going in with our caramel. Now we are going to take our deluxe brush, and with this darker taupe brown, this is where we're going to smoke it out. We're going to put this all over the lower lid. Now, dependent what your event is, I am going out and about all day getting last minute prom things with the girls. So I'm not gonna go as dark of a smoky as I could. But you could do your whole eyelid and you could really darken this look. We're gonna go somewhere in between. Okay. Now the fun thing about these products, these pressed powders, is I have used 3 different kind of brushes in my application, from sweeping to pressing the product in, and I have got 0 fallout. You're not gonna get that with a lot of other brands. So I'm telling you, these products are amazing. Okay, I'm gonna take that deluxe brush and I'm just going to make sure I have no product on it to really speak of. And then I'm going to start blending this Gullible into those other shades. Just the whole eye, smoking it out. Getting rid of that line that I unintentionally made, but I made. And we are smoking the eye. And I am sorry about my lighting. And I'm just pulling that product, especially at the edge, up into all that transition we did. Look at that. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go back with, make sure there's no product or minimal. And I'm gonna grab that really lightish Jealous. And soften all of that crease right above the brown. No lines, everything melting together. Look at that. Okay, so we are gonna smoke out our under eye just a little bit, but not till we're done with our face. Do you see how easy that was? That is a smoky eye, and once I get the rest of my makeup, it's going to pop how smoky and dark it is, but I don't have to stay exclusive with the cool tones. I was able to do it with the dark browns that will allow more clothing options with a smoky, stunning eye. Okay, so we're going to leave the eyes and we are going to go into our pressed powder to bump up the coverage of our face somewhat. I'm not going to go much above a medium build today, but let's do it. I'm going to use the colors Organza and Camlet. Just by bumping up the coverage of my face, it has already softened the dramaticness of my eye. So that's a really good thing to plan if you want a dramatic eye that doesn't just stand out too much on your face. Having a put together face is the way to go. So I have built up my coverage. I did not highlight per se my under eye. I kept it just kind of natural under here, warmed up the outer a little bit, kind of think we're matching our neck pretty good. And now we're gonna go in with bronzer. I kept going back and forth. Yeah, I kept going back and forth between whether I should, with this smoky brown, kind of pull in the coral with the Hermosa and the Supple, but I think we're gonna stay on the pink side and just show that the smoky can just still work with the pink. So I'm gonna stay with that lightest shade, Sunset, and let's bronze. Okay, we got our sun-kissed, very light sunset. Sorry about the light. I freak it out. So we're gonna go in with the matte shade Soft Pink in Sweet. Just gonna add a little to the apples of our cheeks. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to add our highlighter in the color Lustrous, which is going to add a little bit of warmth, but I'm just gonna plop that right here, right on my blush and bronzer to get that beautiful shimmer. It's prom day, we gotta have a little shimmer. So pretty. Okay. Face is caught up to speed. Now let's do the under eye a little bit. And I am going to take, what do I want to take? I want to take, hold please, there we go. That's what I wanted. The liner shader brush, it's got this softer angle. We have several of them, but the angle shadow sponge brush is just too big for what I want. And then the brow pencil is almost too fine. So the liner shader brush is just right. Little Goldilocks there. I'm going to take this Witty. Yes, I am. And we're going to draw under the eye. A very, very thin layer under the eye. Can you see that? What is going on? Just trust me. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the Jealous right over the top of it. Even perhaps a little bit more. And just kind of smoke it up. But we wanted to make sure we had a little bit of that caramel, orangey undertone, just like up here. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab just a little bit of the Gullible and smoke it up even just a little bit more on the outsides. Look at how that just kind of pulls, having upper and lower, it pulls it all together. Love it. So one of the things that I have to do, since we have a smoky eye, is I need to do the perfect on the waterline, okay? And I am just putting it right on my waterline, upper and lower. And that adds to the dramatic of the eye. These liners stay put. They won't bleed, they won't run. I know I don't do this beautifully. I can't just sit and stare at myself and do it, but it's very important with the smoky eye that the fleshy colors of your waterline don't show through. Okay. Look at that eye. And it doesn't have to be the cool tones of the gray and silver. Sure can. I love a gray smoky eye. But look at our smoky eye. in the brown tones, brown caramels. Look at that. Okay. I do it above as well as below the upper lash. Okay, look at that eye. Okay, so I'm gonna set with rose water because I want a dewy, glowy finish. Now, what to do with the lip? Where can we go with the lip? So my statement is, if this is an unusual eye look for you, which it is for me, the more you have popping on your face, the more people are gonna notice a dramatic difference. So I feel when you do such a dramatic eye, that's enough. That's enough. If you're gonna do that popping lip, then a nice subtle eye will go with it. So I am going to stay with a soft, subtle lip and let the eye have all the attention today. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the color Prudent once I find it. I think you're Prudent, don't you? No, you're Prudent. I love it, but there's so many close to it. So I'm gonna go in with Prudent. Hold on, please. I really should have grabbed it. And Subtle for a subtle lip. So that this smoky eye can have all the attention today. Okay, for your daughters getting ready for prom or anyone who has a nice formal event, fill in your whole lip. You're gonna eat, you're gonna drink, you're gonna grab a cookie, you're gonna grab a punch. For lasting stability, fill in the whole lip. Okay. Subtle. So much product, take the extra off. And a beautiful gloss over the top would complete this, but I am going to stay matte because I've got no shimmer on my eyes. I have the rose water and the lustrous on my cheeks and nose, so I think I'm gonna stay a matte lip with this look just to kind of complete it. Okay, so this is one of three kind of fun looks that you can do for a prom or any special. This is a daytime smoky eye. I mean, I'm going to run errands all day with this smoky eye, but because it's not in that black silver tones, it looks great for day wear. So I'm gonna post a couple pictures this morning, and then we'll put one huge video together. So thanks for popping in, and we are in for a crazy day. Wish us luck. Bye.